You know, I've been trying to think of a good way to start this video, but I genuinely can't. There are so many words to describe the person we're going to talk about today that I don't even know where to begin. This man is crazy, weird, interesting. Let's just say overall, he's a very doo-doo person. That's right, everybody. We're going to be talking about the one, the only Andrew Ditch. Andrew. Where do I begin? Andrew is a 40-something-year-old man from New York. Yes, he's from the same state as me. Lord have mercy on my soul. Originally, his online presence really consisted of him talking about the weather because that was one of his special interests. But now, all he does is flip out on the police, talk about his incontinence issues, which, if you have them, okay, whatever, but the way that he talks about it is very suspicious. And he regularly gets into fights with his elderly parents because they won't take care of him. Even though Andrew is 40 and they quite literally cannot take care of him. They are unable to. Actually, I think it's safe to say that they need to be taken care of way more than Andrew does. As somebody who's autistic and on the spectrum, and as a twin brother who's on the completely opposite side of the spectrum, we can both take care of ourselves just fine. Sure, my twin brother needs help here and there with certain things, but even then, he is way better at taking care of himself than Andrew. And my brother is 22, the same age as me. I know word has gotten around that Andrew is allegedly faking his autism. Personally, I'm not going to speculate on that. That's not my place to say. However, if Andrew's definition of autism is, you know, constantly defecating yourself and forcing your parents to take care of you and having meltdowns every other day at this point, and spiking your parents' food to the point where you've gotten arrested for it, let me tell you, Andrew, that definition of autism is completely incorrect. Okay, that's as much about Andrew that I can, stomach myself to talk about. Lazy Bedhead did a really good video on Andrew. It's, almost 2 hours long, but it's definitely worth the watch. If you have a very, weak stomach, don't, but I'm gonna leave the video in the description anyway, that way you guys have access to it. Now, we're gonna change the focus onto my friend Kaiju Talk Radio, one of Andrew's criticizers. Oh, sorry, one of Andrew's bullies. So on Kaiju's Rumble page, he's talked a lot about Andrew, obviously. He covers Andrew, that's what we do. And Andrew's not happy about it. I found a couple of videos where Andrew responds to Kaiju, and we're gonna watch this now. Without further ado, let's begin the first video.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. But hey, at least this person's not going around making me look like a fucking diaper man and shit, right?
Okay, right off the bat, I want you guys to notice the way that Andrew talks. He sounds perfectly coherent, doesn't seem to be stuttering or stammering or anything like that. He seems to be talking normally. And I'm only pointing this out solely due to the fact that Andrew normally doesn't talk like that in his videos. I hate to say it, but he's putting on an act whenever he talks. He talks slower, he talks like he sounds dumber. And as somebody with autism, I'm talking pretty fucking fast. But I normally just do that, so that's just a me thing. But in every other video, he talks as if he's making fun of autistic people. Or neurodivergent people as a whole, for that matter.
This person's going after me with video after video. Well, maybe he is adding a little cartoon character shit to make it look like, somebody I am not.
What? Are you talking about a caricature? Andrew, the thing is, buddy, you are portraying yourself in that matter to the point where you're making yourself a caricature of autistic people.
Let's see this. This is brand new video.
I heard you weren't. Kaiju Talk Radio!
Hi, Kaiju.
And this is a review of a wrestling promotion that was a major competitor with WWE at one point in time, where the legendary names like Sting, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, all those legendary competitors in that squared.
Well, I definitely don't know this person at all.
What? Are you talking about the stuff that he's talking about? As much as I don't really know much about wrestling, that's pretty cool.
This person claimed that they work at McDonald's with me. Well, I don't recognize his face at all.
What? Homie, he's trolling you if that's the case, goddamn.
I'll ask my brother though.
Third circle of that particular company were the ones who made the company what it was.
Well, anyways, have a great one, guys.
What? What? Is that what this video was? It was just him being like, oh, I don't know this person. Then why are you talking about him? Is it because he's covered you? I'm pretty sure that's why. Anyway, we have another video where Andrew apparently calls Kaiju out for faking autism. Yeah, that happened. I don't know, it's a little funny that the person who is kind of making a caricature of autistic people is fake claiming other autistic people. I don't know, man, there's just some irony behind that.
No, I'm not gay. Sorry, not like you.
Ooh, that's a playground insult if I've ever heard one. Not Andrew trying to use the LGBTQ plus community as a way to insult somebody else.
Pooped my diaper when I did fall asleep. And then I had...
You hear that, folks? You hear that, folks? He's pooping himself. If only he said that when... God, that would be perfect.
He doing the same stim I do, and he's autistic.
Yeah, because there are stims out there that are common. People flapping their arms, that's a pretty common one between ADHD and autistic people. Am I gonna say, oh, you stole my stim? No.
He's autistic, he's stimming. He's autistic, he's stimming. He's monotone, he's autistic.
Wait, hold on. So people who are autistic, they have to speak monotone? Have you heard me? Have you heard me throughout this entire video or any other video I do? Clearly I don't speak monotone, and I was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2.
I'm trouble staying asleep.
For having autism.
No, Andrew, he's making fun of you for mocking autism in the way that you do. Again, if your definition of autism is shitting yourself and then forcing your parents to clean it up, your elderly parents, by the way, I'm pretty sure your definition is wrong.
Something we should do. Let's check to see if this is on YouTube, kids. Okay, thankfully it's not, so...
I'm glad that he checked if it was on YouTube, kids. Thank God that it isn't. Okay, so there's basically nothing else there. So Andrew, let me get this straight. Just because another autistic person has stims, that means that they're faking autism? Bestie, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, considering that stimming as a whole, regardless if it's flapping your hands or clapping them or even having echolalia, or hell, even having any of the stims that I didn't even list. Just because you have a stim doesn't mean you're faking autism. What? Actually, I'm pretty sure that if you stim, that's actually a sign of you having autism. Potentially. I say potentially mainly due to the fact that a lot of the symptoms with autism and ADHD do tend to overlap, and that alone tends to cause a lot of misdiagnoses. There's also the possibility that you might have both. You learn something new every day. But moving on from the topic of autism and the overlapping symptoms with ADHD, we're going to talk about how Andrew tends to start fights with his family. And it gets better. He records them. My guess as to why he records them is so he has evidence of them maltreating him, when in reality it points to him maltreating them. The video we'll be watching is a re-upload, and the original recording was taken October 2021. Andrew says this himself. We're just gonna dive right into the part where him and his brother start talking. I paused there, I'm sorry, because I didn't know that Andrew had a brother till now.
Hey Joe, can you stay right there so I can ask you a few questions, please?
Oh, I love this microwave quality.
Why should I stay here? I gotta get this thing done.
Well, you can give me a second to ask you a few questions, please, before going in.
Really make this hurry up.
Joe, you have all the brains in the family, right? Okay. Do you love Mom?
I love Mom, I love Dad.
Okay, I don't know where this is going, but I don't like it. Also, we don't necessarily have much context. He's like, oh, Joe, you're the brains of the family, right? What does that have to do with anything, and what are you talking about?
It doesn't look like you do.
Daddy, would you just cut it out?
Do you love me?
Oh, I see. He's guilt-tripping and instigating the argument by starting it in the first place. What is it with people who, do this? They genuinely have nothing better to do, so they start chaos and turmoil? What? What are you doing?
Daddy, I like you. I really do.
Then, do you want me to do better?
Yes.
I know you can do better.
Thank you!
You say you do, but you also don't do anything that you think is right to help with my behaviors and functioning.
Andrew, you're not a kid. You know right from wrong. You are 40 years old, for God's sake. As much as autism is a developmental disability, even my brother and I know right from wrong. Nobody has to teach you because you've already went through that period in your life. Plus, you already do know right from wrong, considering you spiked your family's food with laxatives.
If you truly want me to do better, maybe you should stay here and listen to what I'm going to say. If you want me to truly do better, maybe you should consider taking guardianship of me, like my doctors say I need.
Andrew, you don't need guardianship. You're 40. Your elderly parents cannot take care of you, and I'm pretty sure your brother can't take care of you either. Actually, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even want to take care of you. Again, considering that you've spiked your family's foods with laxatives and trying to, off them in Minecraft. Also, let's not forget all the bridges you burnt with all those group homes, dude. Every group home you've been in has kicked you out due to the fact that you act the way that you do and have such entitlement.
You should do this so I can get the services, placement, mental health care, medical care my doctors say I need.
Let's also take into the fact that this isn't even about his brother, it's about him. It's about the stuff that I need, the stuff that I want. What about your brother? What about the stuff that he needs and wants?
I have shown enough all my life. I am not able to make decisions myself.
You made a decision when you called the police saying that you offed 10 people in Minecraft and said you needed to be in police custody. You clearly made a decision when you walked out in the freezing snow during a snowstorm in order to make sure that someone takes you in. You made a clear and concise decision when you spiked your family's food with laxatives and tried to off them in Minecraft.
And I need help, so it will force agencies and state systems to help me.
So he just admitted that he's taking advantage of the system. Cool.
I need your help because Dad isn't doing what doctors say all these years I need help with.
So you're blaming your dad for shit that you can control. That's so cool, Andrew.
Can you do that for me?
You write that off your phone?
I wrote it down and I was reading it, yes.
Andy, it doesn't work out well with us. I take over, you're going to be arguing, you're going to be fighting, there has to be a third party.
Well, there is no third party and there's no mom and dad willing to do it.
Andrew, they fucking can't do it. They are elderly.
And my doctors say I need that help.
Mom and Dad don't want to argue either.
Joe, when can I get help? When do you want me to get help and get the placement and the services I need?
Andrew, there's this cool thing called advocating for yourself. You should try it sometime. I understand that trying to advocate for yourself is pretty hard when you're autistic, but let me just say this, my brother is better at communicating than you, and he doesn't really talk all that much.
Whatever you want to get it in.
Joe, I can't do it because this is why I'm not getting the help I need.
Yeah, you're not getting the help you need because you're not advocating for yourself. You're trying to force other people to do it for you, and if you're doing that, they're not gonna want to do it.
This is exactly why I'm not getting help, Joe.
Because you're not doing it yourself. My twin brother barely speaks, and he communicates better. He's actually been writing notes. It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Because the state system sees my mom and dad and Joe. Why can't they help me?
Because they know that you're using them to your advantage and that you're trying to take advantage of the system.
Walk away because you know I'm right. Because I'm just gonna say this for YouTube guys. If I haven't gotten help by myself trying to get help. I've been advocating for my needs for 3 years now, and I haven't gotten the help I need.
Because that they know that you can actually take care of yourself and you technically don't need what you claim that you need.
So this is proof. If I can't self-advocate for myself, it's just proof I need help, and I need someone else to do it.
You need someone else to do it because they know that you're full of shit, Andrew, and I don't mean this literally. I'm trying to, speak figuratively here.
It's proof that my mom and dad and brother want me to be and they don't want to help me to fix the situation and improve my life and their lives.
Andrew, if anything, you're the one hurting them in this way. Again, let's not forget that you put laxatives in their food to try and off them in Minecraft.
And all this other stuff, and I'll tell you, people have other things to do than
do that. Plus, me, I was gonna not only up on this, but I'm getting old. Everything's done, Andy.
I don't think you want to be fighting.
I don't want to fight, Andy.
Ah, here we go. He's starting shit with his father again. This is a very common occurrence within the Ditch household, and to be honest, it's really concerning. The fact that Andrew is putting on this much stress on an elderly man. Also, it's gotten to the point where the police basically know both Andy and his father.
The reason why he doesn't get help because he keeps firing everybody.
This too, he keeps getting rid of the people that are trying to legitimately help him. That's why he's burnt so many bridges with all those group homes I talked about a little bit earlier.
Dad, I'm considered incapacitated. I have a healthcare proxy, and my healthcare proxy states Janet and Thomas Ditch.
That don't mean that we have to,
You have to make all the medical decisions and mental health decisions for my care.
No, we don't.
By law, you do.
Oh, shit.
Dad?
God damn it.
Dad?
I'm not gonna hurt you. Just drop it.
I can get Dad and Mom arrested.
So he's willing to arrest his parents for not being able to help him. Do you know how messed up that sounds? Imagine, like, being able to make your own decisions and do everything of the sort, but apparently your parents have to do it for you, and just because they won't, you're willing to get them arrested? I don't know about you, but you have to be a special kind of twisted and evil to do that to your elderly parents when you're 40!
And I don't think I want Mom in jail because she's would die. She won't even get the health care.
Then why are you threatening to call the cops on them to begin with?
And I don't want to do that.
Do it. She'll be away from your problem. We'll be away from
She won't get the health care, Joe. She'll die. She won't be a lot of oxygen.
Why? You want her in jail. You want me in jail.
I die.
No. Mom is my number one healthcare proxy, so is Dad. What do you think a healthcare proxy is there for? When somebody's incapacitated to make decisions for oneself, the person that they appointed becomes that representative.
Who appointed me?
I did.
Clearly you made that decision yourself, Andrew.
Don't count.
Why not?
She never approved it.
She doesn't have to approve it. My doctor signed that off on
When
it.
you're over 21,
So, state laws of guardianship and caregivers, I have proof of everything right here in this paperwork. I don't want to argue anymore. I want help. I don't want to be here. Dad and Mom is only allowing me
you
to...
don't want to be here, then leave. Nobody's
Joe?
stopping you.
Joe, Mom and Dad are me.
No, they're not. You're doing that to them.
By refusing to help me get the help I need and to help me secure...
You're eating, aren't you?
Joe, I can eat, but do I have the placement and services I need? Fuck no. I want help, and I don't want...
Dad drives you to your appointments, does he?
No, he does not. He doesn't call the hospital to help me
That's not what he said, Andrew.
when I'm in crisis. He doesn't even Mom doesn't even call to advocate. They allow me to live in this environment. They allow me to be abusive and have the issues I have.
There, right there. He admitted to it right there. He said it right there. What a Freudian slip, Mr. Andrew Ditch. What a Freudian slip. He said, in his words, they allow me to be that way with them. Obviously, I can't say the actual word, but you know what I mean. He quite literally admitted to being that way with them.
It's them who I rely on.
We have told hospitals numerous times, you're not welcome here.
Every time we eat, you do this.
Damn. Every time they have dinner, he does this with them? Jesus. Like, I feel horrible for laughing, but I swear to God, it's literally out of shock.
Because I want help.
It doesn't mean you have to, abuse us at our
I'm
dinner
not
table.
b***ing by asking for help.
Yeah, but you are by forcing them and saying that you're gonna call the cops on them if they don't.
You are.
I'm asking for help. I'm not abusing by asking for help.
You are mentally abusing us.
We are eating.
Well, I want help to get out of your house.
No one's stopping you. Door's right there. Right when you find work, send money. But we all know that he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna get a job. He doesn't want one. He just wants to take advantage of the system in a way that's absolutely abhorrent.
Dad won't take me to DSS in Erie or Niagara County.
Oh, Dad won't take me. Dad won't take me. Didn't you walk out in the middle of a snowstorm?
He's holding me hostage. He's my payee. He's in control of every single cent of how it's spent. He's the one who's enabling the and the neglect given by him, his mom, and Joe.
Bullshit, Andrew. Bullshit. Just because you can't drive doesn't mean you can't use your 2 feet, dude.
I'm not going to lose Jude's help because of Dad, Mom, and Joe.
You know what, Andy? I didn't want you to know about my heart. Tell you the damn truth.
He doesn't care.
I don't want you to know about my cancer. I don't fucking need it.
And I don't need it either.
Then leave! If we're you have every right to leave.
Joe, if I'm not you, call the police. Because you got cancer and heart problems. Call them, please.
Andrew, you're guilt tripping? Your threats? On top of the stuff that your father is already dealing with? Obviously, that's gonna make his conditions worse. You are clearly doing what you claim that they are doing to you.
Call him. I'm asking you to help me to get out of here. Call the police. Annie? I don't want to be here, so call him, please.
He doesn't need it, and neither do I.
I don't want to be here.
Then leave. Get out of here.
I don't have any other options. You're my payee. You
He
refuse
doesn't
to help
want-
me.
This is proof he doesn't want to leave.
The little money
He
that you
refuses to
gave
help
me
me.
is what you got to live with them. And that's all.
Dad, I don't care. I need your help. You are my guardian.
Now.
I don't want to be by you, Dad, Mom, or Joe anymore, or neglected.
Then get out!
How do you
No,
get
don't
better
want
when you're
to.
running away from your problems?
Exactly. That's what I'm fucking saying. Like,
Because
Someone
you're
go
beating me and I'm scared of you.
You or what?
oh, Andrew, you were so scared of them when you threatened to call the police on them. You were so scared when you actually called the police on them multiple times, specifically your father. You were so scared when you put laxatives in their food without them knowing so you could off them in Minecraft. So scared.
You're emotionally abusing me. I don't want that.
A whole kitchen to TV.
I don't want that. I want you to be the father and teaching me the skills that I need.
my.
Andrew, you had that time when you were younger. That was then. This is now. Grow the fuck up. And this is coming from somebody who also is autistic, by the way.
It helps me with my behaviors and
After
emotions.
36 years.
And he used to know him.
I used to know him. Really.
You know what, Andy? After a certain point,
Really.
after a certain point, it's up to us to learn our own ways.
There has been no plotting from any of his.
Here's my occupational therapy assessment that states I need 24 hours
Sir, will
care.
you shut up for a minute, moron? Thank you.
I'm sorry, that was a little funny.
You ain't your business, bro.
Here's what medical certification test signed by Dr. Noreen to
I need to file for shit. I have no authority over you
Dad,
whatsoever.
then you're my care.
What? No, back that shit up. Just because his father doesn't have a say in anything Andrew does, he's hurting him in that way? That doesn't make any type of sense. That's the most backward-ass logic I've ever heard. Jesus Christ.
I'm not lucky.
Dad, did you help
Because
me?
I tried to help you,
Did
and
you
every
help
time I
me
tried to
take
help
my
you,
pills today or this morning? Have you been trying to help me to take my pills?
Leave me alone.
You don't want me to get
You're going up the
help.
wrong way, Andy.
Because Daddy got me upset. You and Joe both, how you guys were interacting with me.
Andrew, you started this. This all happened because of you. Anyway, I think we're done watching that. There's just, oh my god, my brain is rotting because of the insane backwards ass logic that Andrew has. Homeboy, I'm pretty sure, is like double my age, and he's trying to act like he's this innocent, helpless little thing, when in reality, he spiked his family's food with laxatives in order to off them in Minecraft. I don't know who he's trying to fool, because it certainly is not me. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. A quick introduction to Andrew Dish on my channel. Just going through the basics. There's a lot of intricate, weird little details that I didn't go over. Gonna leave the link to Lazy Bedhead's video in the description because Lazy covered Andrew better than I ever could. And I just ripped on the guy for like 20 minutes. And that's it. That's the end of the video. If you liked it, please give a like, comment your thoughts down below, please subscribe. Question, I'm thinking about doing channel memberships when I hit 5K? Is that a stupid idea? Yay or nay? IDK, I'm not sure. And that's it. See you guys later.